I'm not here to hurt you. I'm literally here trying to make sure he's okay.
Why are they tackling him?
I just explained that to you because he was wanting to not listen to us. I'm not here to hurt you.
Bored, obviously.
Bored? Ma'am. I saw him starting to climb.
Car.
So what? If I would have kept driving and he did try and
jump, he just called
How do you know that though?
He just called me and said
I'm not bored. That's the thing. I'm here trying to protect our community. So don't sit here and tell me I'm bored.
Now you're out of control.
Because you're saying I'm a cop because I want to stop out with him?
My husband for his car.
Go fill up the gas then. I'm done. Man, dumb.
Name Andrew Heitzman, Detective Andrew Heitzman. Has he undergone a psych evaluation since the emotional breakdown he had that day?
I wasn't aware he had an emotional breakdown.
You weren't aware that Andrew Heitzman had an emotional breakdown?
I'm not bored. That's the thing. I'm here trying to protect our community. So don't sit here and tell me I'm bored.
Now you're out of control.
Because you're saying I'm a cop.
Yeah, I was just genuinely concerned and making sure that, you know, he was okay. I don't want...
He's fine.
He is okay?
He's okay.
Do you think we should detain him face down on the pavement to make sure he's okay?
I think you're speaking out of bounds, and I don't really think that you're trying to make a point in there.
I'm just wondering, when I think it's reasonable when we're going to check on someone and make sure they're okay that we put them face down on the pavement and dogpile them. Hey everybody, it's James Freeman. On September 13th, 2021, Val Palmer was on his way to the gym when his car ran out of gas, so he pulled off to the side of the road. He called his wife and asked her to bring him a can of gas. While he was waiting, he got out of the car to stretch. Detective Andrew Heitzman with the Caldwell Police Department said in a report that he saw Palmer stretching his arms in the air, one arm at a time. Val Palmer then went to the overpass railing and put one leg on the concrete barrier, according to the report. The detective said that he believed Val was trying to jump over the bridge, take his own life. Val claims that he was just stretching. Val explained to the detective that he had simply run out of gas and was waiting for his wife to show up with a gas can, and that he had his one foot on the concrete barrier because he was stretching. Detective Heitzman demanded that Val sit on the curb like a dog. Due to the fact that Val is not a dog, but a man, he was pretty upset that another man would try to treat him like a dog. The old sit on the curb command is a typical police tactic used on almost everyone, and it has nothing to do with anything except for exerting dominance over the person that you're making sit. It simply satisfies the ego of a psychopath to have this type of dominance and control over another man and to put him into a submissive position such as this. So now that he knows what's going on and knows that Val's not going to jump and that he needs a can of gas, rather than going to get him a can of gas, he calls for backup. Then him and 3 other officers dogpile Val and arrest him for disorderly conduct just as his wife arrives with the gas can. When his wife arrives and sees that they're attacking her husband, she's visibly very upset, but they inform her not to worry. After all, they're just helping. The Caldwell Police Department did not release all of the body cam footage. Therefore, the video starts mid-conversation with Val.
Ow.
Dude.
Okay, just sit.
Yeah, well, alright, shit.
Sit.
You belong in jail, don't you? No, I'm getting me some gas. I ran out of gas.
Okay.
Chill.
But that's the thing. I'm trying to help you make sure
you get back in my car so I have some rights to have a little bit of protection from you. I've been pat down by cops and pissed me off.
And what did I do?
And you guys took, well, you asked me to sit down.
Yes, because I don't know what you're doing. You're getting irate. You're yelling at me.
I don't like cops.
Okay.
I don't have a good experience with cops.
So change that experience.
Right.
I'm not here to hurt you.
Another cop.
Okay.
Hey, how's it going?
That's the
sir.
thing.
I'm talking to you.
Hey, look at me. I'm trying to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm a little bit, you know, it's a little bit precarious having someone, all these cars drive by, but I'm all right. Oh, you guys! Oh my gosh! Wait!
Get back! Get back! Okay, get back!
No!
We will talk in a minute.
They're right there, dude.
Seriously.
You guys are shit! You guys piss
and we'll
me
talk
off.
to you in a minute. Back up, please.
Don't! You guys, don't! I'm a good, upstanding guy. I have 4 children, 3 children, my wife.
Got one to take.
Holy crap! Seriously, this world is going to hell.
Can you walk back here with me?
Yes.
Step back here with me. What's your name?
Colleen Palmer.
Okay, I'm
This is totally unnecessary.
Walk down here with me and I will talk to you about what's going on.
Are you serious?
Okay, walk this way, please. Colleen, you said?
Yes!
Okay, come sit over here, okay?
Somebody's got an ego problem.
No, I will tell you what's going on, okay? I'm a detective with City of Caldwell. I roll by in my unmarked. He looks like he's trying to climb up on the railing, okay? I try to make contact with him and he starts to try and argue with me.
Yeah, he has schizophrenia.
Okay, and that's all I'm trying to tell you is I pull up and it looks like he's about to jump.
Oh my gosh.
He might not have been, but he was starting to climb the railing and starts to argue with us. He's not complying. That's why he's in handcuffs.
He's upset because his car has been giving him so many problems.
Okay.
But you can't.
And he's not under arrest right now. We're trying to find out what's going on. Look at me, okay? I'm literally here trying to make sure he's okay.
Why are they tackling him?
I just explained that to you because he was wanting to not listen to us and wanted to argue. And
Because he can't manage his emotions.
And that's what I've been trying to work with him to talk to me, okay?
So the wife explains that her husband has difficulty managing his emotions because of schizophrenia. What's the detective's excuse for failure to manage his emotions?
I pull around looking like he's going to start climbing this railing. That's my concern. That's why we're here right now. Okay? It could be nothing, but I want to try and talk to him. He instantly starts to argue with me. Okay?
Yeah, he's upset about his car.
And that's understandable,
I mean, don't you get other people arguing with you?
Yeah, but the thing is, he doesn't want to comply. He doesn't want to tell me who he is. He looks like he's about to commit suicide. That's why I'm trying to figure out what's going on at this point. Code 4.
Gosh.
Okay? So hang tight for us for a few minutes. Can you go sit in your vehicle just to take a deep breath for me?
I'm gonna help my dad get gas in the car. You guys are bored, obviously.
Bored? Ma'am. I saw him starting to climb.
Car.
So what? If I would have kept driving and he did try and...
He wasn't gonna jump, he just called me.
How do you know that though?
He just called me and
Okay,
said I
I'm
need
not
gas
bored.
in the
That's
car.
the thing. I'm here trying to protect our community.
Well,
So
see,
don't sit here and tell me I'm bored.
Now you're out of control.
Because you're saying I'm a shit cop because I want to
Well,
stop
you
out with him?
tackled my husband for
Okay.
his car.
Go fill up the gas then. I'm done. Man, I'm dumb.
So now that he realizes that nobody appreciates him protecting and serving the shit out of Val, her husband, he's throwing a temper tantrum. He yells at her about him being a shit cop and then as he walks away calls her a dumb fucking bitch. If Detective Andrew Heitzman with the Caldwell Police Department taught us anything here, it's that people with mental disorders handle themselves better than the Caldwell Police Department. I think that Val and his wife should both probably receive a commendation award for the way in which they were able to handle these absolute psychopaths with the Caldwell Police Department. I did contact the Caldwell Police Department to ask if Detective Andrew Heitzman had a proper psych evaluation following this complete emotional breakdown. I asked if they had figured out what was wrong with him and if he was at risk of jumping off a bridge anytime soon.
Thank you for calling Caldwell Police.
Hey, can I speak to an officer or supervisor?
Sure, yeah. I can put in a request for you.
Name Andrew Heitzman, Detective Andrew Heitzman. Yeah, I just wanted to check and see if he had undergone any psych evaluations or if we figured out what's wrong with him yet. This is James.
James, this is Dave Rye with the Caldwell City Police Department. I got a message you wanted to talk with somebody.
Yeah, are you an officer or a supervisor? Or?
I'm a supervisor.
Okay, are you familiar with Andrew Heitzman?
Yep.
Is he still with the department?
Yes, he is.
Okay, can you tell me anything about any disciplinary action for when he attacked the guy who ran out of gas?
Nope. Sure can.
Okay. Has he undergone a psych evaluation since the emotional breakdown he had that day?
I wasn't aware he had an emotional breakdown.
You weren't aware that Andrew Heitzman had an emotional breakdown? Yeah, I can.
Emotional breakdown to you and me means two different things into it, okay?
Okay, you want me to play it for you where he yells at a woman and says, he gets real upset and has an emotional breakdown and says, "So you're saying that I'm a shit cop?" And then he walks away and says, "Stupid fucking bitch."
Yep, I'm aware of that part of the situation.
Oh, okay. So you wouldn't.
It's a personnel matter. We don't discuss personnel matters. Those are private and protected by law.
Okay. All right. So I guess that any psych evaluations that he underwent following that would probably be protected by HIPAA, right?
That would be correct.
Okay, but you can't even tell me if he underwent a psych evaluation or...
Nope, because just like you just said, that's protected by law.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the details. I think that the details of the results would probably be protected by law, but I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not totally familiar with exactly what HIPAA does and doesn't cover. I was genuinely just...
I would also stipulate, too, that we abide by federal and state laws, regulations into it, and that's what we're going to do. The information you requested is protected under federal and state law into it. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yeah, I was just genuinely concerned and making sure that, you know, he was okay. I don't want...
He's fine.
He is okay?
He's okay.
Do you think we should detain him face down on the pavement to make sure he's okay?
I think you're speaking out of bounds, and I don't really think that you're trying to make a point in there.
I'm just wondering, when I think it's reasonable when we're going to check on someone and make sure they're okay that we put them face down on the pavement and dogpile them. Do you think we should do that?
I'm glad to understand where you're coming from. Do you have any other points you want to make, sir?
It seems to me that... can you guys at least admit that something wrong happened here? You may not appreciate my call, but I can tell you this. We all make mistakes. We're all human, okay? When we admit that we made a mistake, we move forward and we get better. When we fail to admit that we made a mistake, we continue to make them. Has the department admitted that anything went wrong here yet?
Sir, what you need to understand very clearly is we're not allowed to comment on the situation because of certain things it involves from both parties. They have protected rights into it. We were requested to release the video. We complied with the request.
I understand that.
Anything else we're not allowed to comment on to. Okay? It is a current, open, involved incident that we're investigating, okay?
Now, I can tell you I am very familiar. While I'm not as familiar with HIPAA stuff, I'm very familiar with your ability and your legal right to say, we made a mistake, we're sorry, we will work to correct it. You absolutely can do that. You can choose not to do that, but I'm wondering if you're going to tell me, hey, you know what, we're sorry, we're human, we made a mistake, we're working to fix it, then I get to move on. But if you're going to be if you're going to beat around the bush and tell me that you can't tell me if you messed up or not, then we have to push to try to make you fix it.
Well, allow me to answer your question into it, okay?
Okay.
If we release a body cam and it beeps, that tells you that we have a problem, okay? And we're going to take care of that part into it.
Okay.
Our body cameras should not beep. That's common sense factor that part into it. You're going anything else into it. Common sense stipulates if we release a body cam video and it beeps, there's a problem if we're the ones speaking. Okay? That's just common sense.
I'm sorry, I do not... If you release a body cam footage and it beeps, is that what you said?
Yeah. If our officer is speaking and it beeps, unless he's releasing privileged information by saying what somebody's date of birth is or name is, then yes, we would have to block that out.
Okay.
If something can't be played on camera and it's not personal or protected information, then yes, there is a problem.
That's what I'm looking for. Thank you. You know, if more departments would just give me that, I would stop posting their phone numbers publicly for everyone to call them. We all make mistakes.
So are you?
Yep.
Okay, we're working on that. So are you saying you're not going to post their number, or you are going to post their number?
No, it sounds like you're working on fixing the problem. I've got no reason to ask a whole bunch of people to try to persuade you to fix the problem. It seems like you're doing it already.
Yep.
So.
Yep. We admit if it beeps and it's not protected conversation, we made a mistake. Okay?
All right. Great, excellent. Hey, I make mistakes too. It takes a lot to admit you know, when people make mistakes. So I sincerely appreciate that. You're one of the few that I call that just says, hey, you know, we didn't do everything perfect. So, all right. Well, I'll look forward to seeing the outcome. I know there's litigation pending, so we'll look forward to seeing the outcome and look forward to seeing positive progress with the department. And I appreciate your time.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye. So while he did say that they had to bleep out his officer cussing and said that he shouldn't have done that, I don't know if the Caldwell Police Department understands that it's not okay to hold someone face down on the pavement and dogpile them in order to make sure that they're okay. Obviously, when I asked him if we should hold Detective Heitzman face down on the pavement and dogpile him to make sure he's okay, he was pretty disturbed. Even claimed that I was out of line for simply asking if that would be appropriate. I simply asked if we should hold a man face down on the pavement and dogpile him to check on him. The Caldwell Police Department actually did it. Val was arrested that day for disorderly conduct. The charges have been dismissed, and him and his wife are suing the Caldwell Police Department for civil rights violations that occurred on that day. The civil case is still pending. The Caldwell Police Department is also now under FBI investigation for a pattern of civil rights violations and excessive force, such as this. There's absolutely no irony in the fact that the FBI, who murdered women and children at Ruby Ridge and Waco, are investigating civil rights violations and excessive force.
I came to stop to make sure you were doing okay.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
I do.
Okay. So what are we going to do today?
I'm just gonna get some gas and go home.
Okay. What were you doing on the railing?
I was stretching, like I told you. That's 3 times I've told you.
Okay.
Stretching.
Are you having any
Climbing
issues?
the wall.
Your wife says that you have mental health issues.
No, I do not. I wasn't gonna go commit suicide. No.